So the very first pillar is the awakening. It is exactly what it sounds like. The awakening is the moment that you have truly awakened to the fact that there's more for you. There are some specific moments in your life that are awakening moments. I wish for everybody that they wouldn't have to have such a traumatic awakening. However, that's almost always the case. We are constantly being called into our soul's purpose. The thing is, sometimes we have to go through a traumatic experience to truly wake up. We get a near-death experience. Someone we love very close to us passes on and makes their own transition. We may lose a job that just absolutely wakes us up. We don't even like that job, but because we didn't walk away from it and we lost it somehow, or we lost the relationship, this may be a breakup or divorce. It could be anything that truly just jolts you, that says like, oh my God, I'm not living to my fullest potential. If that thing didn't change, I would have settled right in and lived that life. It's very important to understand that the universe, God, whatever your higher power is always nudging you forward. And when you don't listen, you will get nudged forward. And if you don't listen long enough, it's gonna feel very traumatic. It's gonna feel like a rip of the Band-Aid or a kick off the cliff. So you're always being invited, and it is up to you to listen and to honor it. You can really tell in different people that they have their awakening at different ages in life. They are just open and receptive to the fact that they are a spiritual being, an energetic being living a human life. That's the awakening. Understanding, truly understanding. And my guy, Mark Twain, he says it perfectly. There's the day you were born and the day you find out why. And so you're always being invited to wake up to the fact that you are a higher being living a human life. You are always being called, you're always being invited, and it is up to you to wake up. So I wish for you that this was that moment. Wake up. Unfortunately, what we as humans love to do is we love to keep digging holes and get to our rock bottom. We want to know, how bad can this truly get before I have to just surrender to my higher calling? That may be in a job, in a relationship. That could very well be with your health and wellness, with your finances. You may be digging these ditches and saying, no, I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out. When you're really not just trusting that there is an entire system and process for you to win, for you to succeed, and for you to be part of the greater good. When we are going through our lives and we're living a very 3D reality, again, right, wrong, good, bad, like here, like as if this is the only place to be, we are very in it. I like to say in the weeds, right? So if you're in the weeds and you're lost and you're looking around your life and you're wondering, what is life? What am I here to do? Where am I going? You're in the weeds about it. But if you were to just act as if I came into your field with a helicopter, asked you to jump on board, and we elevated above your life and we looked at the whole scope and sequence, and you could see where you started in your life and you can actually see where your life ends, and then you look at where you are on your path. Imagine that breath of fresh air. You could see what's just around the corner on so many different stages in your life. There's these awakening moments where you realize like, wow, this isn't it. There's more to life. You're being invited to awaken by your higher being. The idea of hopping up in that helicopter is the perspective that your inner being, your higher self has. That higher energy is just watching you, guiding you, sending people along your path to truly awaken you. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So you're the student, and when you are the one who say, I get it, I surrender, I'm here for more, and then things start to come your way. Have you ever noticed how certain guides show up in your life to literally guide you further down the path? They seem to just automatically take on a mentor role in your life. Those are divine. Everything is divine. There's no mistakes. Imagine that we're all part of the same exact energy, and we're all here as brothers and sisters moving through this reality in order to leave the world a better place, raise the vibration of humanity so that we can truly live in peace. Because darkness is the absence of light. War is the absence of peace, and fear is the absence of faith or love. If you're lost in the weeds, bring yourself into the light, bring the faith into the factor. I mentioned in the introduction that we're going to go through the shadow and the light side of each pillar. So the shadow side is truly recognizing, what was your awakening? Are you still waiting for it? And to be really straight with you, I don't believe that you haven't had your awakening because you're already in search. You're already in personal and professional development. Maybe you're in that spiritual growth system right now. You're already woke. Welcome. You can't go back to sleep, no matter how bad you try. And I get it. There have been plenty of times in my own experience where being an entrepreneur, following my soul's purpose here, which is to unleash the hearts of this world. That is what I'm here to do. Let people know that they are loved, they are capable, they're safe in this exploration. That's what I'm here to do. And there have been days, weeks, months, down to every other minute not wanting to do that because it's scary, it's unknown, sometimes it's inconsistent and it's unreliable. That's what it feels like from this human experience. However, I trust and know that I'm being divinely guided to speak this message to you. Your brain stops at certain different memories in your childhood where you then freeze, a part of you freezes in time and you develop identities of inner children. That's a lot of information, but you can hear it and you already know it because when you're frustrated or sad or angry, you go to that age because that's the age you learn to survive in that moment or in that feeling of failure or rejection or fear. Our awakening moment that awakens us to the things we've avoided for ever so long. All those insecurities, all that lack of faith, all those questions that we don't know the answer to, so we really do avoid them. We avoid the silence, going inward, leaving the noise because the distraction factors are quite enticing. The shadow side is to really look at what caused your awakening and what it has awakened you to. And the second part, the light part of the awakening pillar, is really awakening you, your heart, your mind, and your third eye to your soul's purpose, to your soul self and your soul process. Because this is a process. Just because you've awakened, you already know you're awake on so many levels, and yet you avoid moving forward into what you know that you know now. So that's what these 8 pillars are really going to support you in doing, is moving through, further discovering your light, your love, your soul's self, your intuition, because your intuition is always talking to you. Your higher self is always talking to you and guiding you. We're going to talk about being in nature. We're going to talk about what else serves the light. It is a process, and you've been doing the sideways motion, the linear transformation. How do I develop myself? Well, you've developed and you're clear and you're awake. It's time to move up. It's time for the trajectory to go in the upward direction and elevate above what you think your problems are, what you think your breakdowns are, what you think is wrong with you. I want to end this awakening process with knowing, you accepting that you are amazing. You are a gift. You are here on purpose and with purpose. If you are not fully awake to that by the end of this entire course, you sure as heck will be, okay? You are a gift that is meant to be delivered, and now is your time.